Hello, and welcome to this part of the Agricultural Production and Processing course. Despite a remarkable increase in food production worldwide, a large part of the population still does not have access to sufficient food, especially when it comes to fruits and vegetables, which are extremely perishable. As much as 45% of horticultural production never reaches a plate. The importance of diet for good health is well established, especially eating fruits and vegetables every day. They are the best sources of vitamins, essential minerals, dietary fiber, cancer-preventing antioxidants, and other substances that our bodies need to ensure our dietary balance, our health, and our resistance to environmental toxins. There are many reasons for the food shortages in many poorer areas of the world. One is the unacceptable losses that occurs post-harvest and at all stages of handling, transport, processing, storage, and marketing. Added to this are considerable losses caused by consumers themselves, who often lack effective ways of preserving food. According to the FAO, it was not until the 1974 World Food Conference that this issue received special attention. And it was only in 1977 that the FAO conference approved a special action program for the prevention of food losses, reminding us that losses are highest in countries where the need for food is greatest because the infrastructure is lacking. So why intensify production with a lot of inputs if half of what comes from the field or orchards end up as waste? Such high and recurring losses are unacceptable when we consider shortages of food, the hardships of agricultural work, and the poverty of households. Farmers will never accept that their harvest is lost and their products are thrown away. To reduce these losses and also to turn the challenge of seasonal overproduction into an advantage for local industry, it is essential to develop techniques that allows companies to process perishable products such as fruits and vegetables. Food processing is as old as human race. The basic principle of food processing, such as cooking, drying, smoking, salting, and preservation by chilling, sugar, or fermentation, are known everywhere. Each region of the world, depending on the agroclimatic, economic, and social conditions, has gradually developed traditional know-how on processing, creating new foods, and at the same time, generating dietary habits specific to a region or social group. But the challenge today is of a different magnitude. Over the past 20 years, trade in the horticultural products from ACP countries to Europe has expanded steadily. Many ACP countries have doubled their production in 2 decades. But so far, very little of the food is sent to national food processing plants for local processing and distribution. Lack of infrastructure or skills, or difficulties in accessing water or energy have forced countries to export their raw materials for processing and then re-import them at prices that consumers can't afford. Now in ACP countries, SMEs are developing and large multinationals are setting up to process locally produced food. Growing demand due to the modernization of lifestyles and the urbanization of population, as well as the increased purchasing power of part of the population, has created a buoyant market. All major cities have a middle class that can afford to buy quality food products. So, a market has opened up for locally processed products. The growing populations, interest in local production, and the concentration of people in cities all mean that this market will continue to expand. This course on preservation, processing, and packaging of fruits and vegetables is made up of 9 activities. Each activity includes a test to go through and a test with a few simple questions to measure your level of mastery of the subject you have discovered. At the end of this course, you will be given a summary test covering all the activities. If you pass, you will receive a certificate.
You now have the key concept of this route. We wish you a good learning experience. To access the full range of courses, go to training.coleacp.org.